All right, Jacob Turner, Tar Heel Illustrated here with 2022 offensive tackle Zach Rice. Zach, I know last time I saw you was in Virginia Beach too, but just give me a little update. How's things been? It was in June the last time I saw you. I know you saw you at the Notre Dame game as well, but how has your kind of recruitment been going since the summer and the last time we really got to talk?
Been good. It's just been kind of building relationships, stuff like that. Obviously, I can't see anything, so it's gonna be pretty cool once I can finally see. A lot of coaches are talking right now, but it's kind of like reading a book, and not watching a movie. So I'm gonna be, it's gonna be pretty cool to see, the real stuff that they're providing.
How much of a challenge has it been for you? I didn't get to talk to you about this in June, but just with COVID and everything and all the recruiting restrictions, not being able to visit a lot of places, how much of a challenge has that been, especially coming from a guy like you who's one of the top recruits in the country, getting offers from everywhere? I mean, how much of a challenge has that been for you just to talk to so many coaches but never really be able to go anywhere and visit as much as you'd probably like to?
Right. Well, it was kind of a challenge until I really cut it down. I kind of realized, I took a week off from recruiting and kind of just dreamed about where I want to go, and I saw those top 8 schools and saw where I wanted to go. And so I kind of just saw myself in those jerseys and, being coached by those coaches. So after I took that turn, it kind of got easier on me. But like I said, there's been a lot of talking. You talk to these coaches about every day, but it's like, man, you can build a relationship. But, bro, you got to, you got to have a relationship. You got to feel it when you go there. So, yes, sir.
I know I mentioned you at the Notre Dame game this year as well. I know you went some other games at Carolina. Correct me if I'm wrong. Were you in any other games at Chapel Hill?
I went to North Carolina versus North Carolina State, and I went to the UVA game when they played North Carolina, and I went to Notre Dame. So, yes, sir.
So you're at a few. What about Carolina do you like, and kind of what's your relationship right now with some of the coaches?
All right, I'd say the biggest thing is I got on the phone with Coach Lilly about a few months before the game, and when I got there, he showed me the stadium and stuff on FaceTime. And when I got there, it was kind of like, man, like deja vu. Like I already knew where everything was. It was crazy. And I would say the biggest thing is, kind of talking to Mac Brown and stuff. Just the opportunity that they gave me, if my grandma ever wanted to go to the game and, her health's not the best right now, they would pull her up, up the hill and stuff like that, and a golf course and stuff like that. And I would say the biggest thing is just sitting in the seats, really. They have the back thing for you. Obviously my grandmother couldn't be able to, sit on one of those bleachers without back support. So I would say it's just very comfortable and it's very atmospheric. And, obviously with COVID going on, it sucks. But, they didn't even have that much fans in there. And it was still rolling in there. So it's pretty cool.
So what is your kind of timetable looking like in terms of making a decision? Do you have a set date of when you like to do it, or are you just kind of keeping everything kind of open right now and seeing how things work out?
Yeah, I'm kind of, I want to do a set date, but I know when I get down and finally see these schools, it's kind of going to be harder. I feel like it'd be an easy decision right now as we're speaking, but once I finally get to see these schools, then I feel like it'll probably take me longer to make a decision.
One last question for you, Zach, just kind of more Carolina related too. What are your kind of thoughts on how Carolina, this past season for the Tar Heels, a lot of young guys getting a lot of opportunities to play a lot of minutes for them. What are your just kind of thoughts on how the season went and just those guys getting those opportunities to go out there and play as freshmen?
Right. I would just say, man, it just took one trendsetter, I would say, for UNC just to start off, and they're going to keep getting more trendsetters. I would say the biggest thing for me is how they're getting recruits from Virginia. That's very cool. It's something that like Virginia Tech and some of the other schools aren't really, focusing on. So I would say that's the biggest thing. They have 3 of the 4 commits out of Virginia. And also I would say it's just, man, they have trendsetters, and, man, they have people that work hard. Especially, I really don't remember kind of like 2 years ago, I would say UNC is a basketball school. And now UNC has flipped everything. It's kind of crazy how, you see UNC coming from being unranked in football to now, basically, I think they're going to be top 10 this year. So, yes, sir.
Any last question? I know it's that last question. Here's the last one. Any front runners in the recruiting right now? I know you got that top 8.
Right.
Anybody that's kind of maybe taking the lead as of recent, or any few schools that are kind of at the top of that list right now?
Man, I have no top runners, but I know I dropped that top 8. I just want to tell everybody, kind of Alabama has made themselves back into it, kind of. So, really, other than that, I really have no top runner here. So.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Zach. Thanks, man.